Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Dre Day all day in the place to be. And this is the new Dasher series here back again with the new episode, I guess you could say. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of, drama. Some of it fun, some of it not. But anyways, why am I going to talk about it by myself and just, ramble on like a crazy man like that I am? I could bring in our guest. And our guest, she's your friend, she's my friend. Yes, another lady. She's everybody's friend. I got BXNATIVE in the place to be. What's up, BX?
What's up, Dre? How you doing today?
I'm tired. It's been a long day, not only at my normal job, in the Dash world. So it's a lot of stuff going on. But it's fun stuff. Some fun, some not. How's your day going?
So far, so good, man. I really can't complain.
I mean, hopefully. I can complain. I still complain. I can complain.
Okay. I could complain, but I choose not to at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Because Lord knows I complain. Hell yeah. Yeah, just a lot of drama going on in the servers with rules and committees and all this stuff. And it's like, man, I thought this was a game we're playing. I thought we were playing for fun.
Right? Oh, man. I try not to pay attention too much to the drama. It just, I get overwhelmed real quick. Most of my Discord is silent. Like most of the channels that are servers that I'm on in Discord, I have them on silent. So I don't really get notified unless really it's like my team page or somebody like direct messaging me or my lady server. That's about it.
Shout outs to Amazon. Just had them on recently. You guys get check it out. Last Dasher series episode we had. That was a crazy episode. I can't believe we got through it. It was so many people, and I was like, I hope the listeners and the viewers don't hate me for this one. It was. I didn't want to ruin the fun though. It was so much fun. I was like, I'm just gonna let it fly. I'm gonna let it fly and worry about it later.
Yeah, we had a great time. Thanks so much for having us on. I was also worried. I was like, how's Dre gonna handle all the voices and stuff? But I think it came out great. I think you did a great job. So kudos to you, man.
Many years of working in this game is you figure out like, hey, you have to tell people like, I don't know, it's just there's tricks to the game, you just ask specific people questions instead of everybody, or you might kind of direct your attention to somebody, or I don't know, it's just things that you learn along the way that gets you able to interview a large group of people, because that was a lot, and that's my first virtual group of people. I'm used to doing it live in person. I could do a whole group of people live in person easy, but that was interesting. Thank you for that. I appreciate Amazon, ladies Amazon, giving me a chance to do that.
Yeah, no problem. We had a great time. We really did.
But yeah. So it just fun drama going on, but it doesn't matter. How was your dash? Have you finished all your matches? I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought.
Oh no problem. No, I mean we have we're in cycle 4.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe. So we got one more game coming up against Phoenix. That'll be this Saturday for this cycle, and then we move on to the next. So, that's what we got coming up for Acme.
Are you at all worried about going up against Phoenix? That's my old squad right there. That's my peoples.
You know what? I always tell my team, like, never underestimate your opponent, no matter if they're a beginning team, a scrim team, a veteran team, because you just never know. That's why you play the game, to see who's really going to win, right? There's always a chance that things will go not the way you think, and so you should always go into a match expecting to have to play your very, very best. That's the way I approach every game.
Oh yeah, that's how you gotta approach life, kind of like just approach it with the best you can. Like I understand, like just messing around, having fun. That's cool, but like I go into every match having fun, and that's why I don't think I could be on a league team, because I take it serious, but not that serious. I want to have fun. And when I stop having fun, then it kind of becomes a job, and I already have a job.
Then it's not worth it anymore. That's what I say. Like if it's not fun anymore, then it's time to take a break.
Yup. I tried being on a league team and it didn't work out for me. I got a crown though. I was with TBD before they became D, and I got that crown, but I didn't play no matches. They gave it to me. They just handed it to me basically.
Well, let's say you were on the winning team, right?
Yeah, I can say that. I can say that. And I retired with 0-0 stats. That's amazing. I don't think anybody else can do that. So stupid. I'm sorry. Dash League is not a joke. It's a real thing, and that's basically what I got out of it. Because I was like, yo, I can't really compete with these people. I'm good. I'm decent. I'm not gonna say I'm worse. I figure out things. Okay, I'm good. I'm not conceding, but I'm not Dash League good. No way. No way. I can't be. Anyways,
I sometimes question myself, my skill level as well. Like sometimes I'm like,
you do
should
really
I really
well for yourself.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, I'm not gonna say you do amazing, but you stay alive though. I mean, you're in the game.
Yeah.
You're an asset.
Yeah, I survive, right?
You're an asset.
I think I'm lucky to have the teammates that I have. Let me just put it like that. I think my teammates are amazing, and I look up to them, and I hope to be like them one day. That's how I think about it.
You got some OGs on there for sure, some HHOGs, and then
yeah,
and then
Whoopsie one, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, Whoopsie. Bricker's been around a while. Aries has been around a while. Yeah, we do have some OGs on the team, OGHH players. So like I said, I'm lucky. And then our new pickups for this season have been amazing. I mean, Colton, Stitch or X626, Engine, like solid players. Like my whole team, really. Everybody has something to offer, which I really love. It's just like I said, I feel really lucky to have each and every one of them on the team with me, and
that's an awesome
when we put our heads
to have.
Yeah. I mean, I love those guys. Hi, Acme.
It's
love
crazy,
you guys.
It's crazy because you mentioned those players, and I'm like, damn, that's a dope team. But in Dash League, it's like, wow, there's so much dopeness. It's hard. It's like, oh, damn,
there is.
The competition is so intense.
It's so amazing to see like so many new teams coming out and just like killing it from their first game, their first season. There's so many talented players in the league. It really is. It's crazy to see how much it's grown and how talented it is. Like there's just so much talent in the league.
Damn. I wonder how many. I wonder how this thing's gonna grow. I wonder if it's growing because of the reward, like the trophy and everything in the pot, or if it's growing because it's just a dope game. How'd you find out about it?
Well, I heard about the league when they started posting up for people that were interested in joining a Division 2 team. So that was back in the day when they had Division 1 and they were starting up a Division 2. Because I always felt like, I admired all those players in Division 1, and I was like, there's no way I can play with them. But when they started talking about Division 2, I started to consider it. But then I was kind of like you, like I just want to have fun. I don't want to get too serious with it because I have a competitive like a competitiveness to myself, I guess. Like anything I do, I get really competitive. And I was like, I might be stressing myself out if I join a league team. But then I decided to try to become an HH member. And I was advised that it would, like, they didn't really tell me exactly how the process goes, but I knew there was like some voting that got involved to get into HH, and I was advised that like one of the Division 2 teams had a lot of HH members, and that if it would probably help my chances if I joined a Division 2 team, and that team was Acme. So I had other teams approach me when I said I was open to joining, but like I just held out for Acme, and luckily I was invited to join the team. And then it just kind of took off from there. Like I just fell in love with competitive play.
That's crazy. That's a clever game you play. You're like, yo, that's like some college-ish right there. Like, yo, I know I got some offers from these other teams, but I'm holding out for this college right here. And then you got.
I really was. And it's so funny because Acme does not advertise for players. Well, it didn't at that time. You never see Acme like, hey, we got an open slot. Anybody looking to join a team, like come and try out with us. Like you've never seen that from Acme. And that was the case back then. At the time, it was Atari and Twin Archer who were the captains, who also founded the team. And it was just kind of like the same with HH. It's like it was invite only. You had to be invited to join.
Yeah.
And the day they were like, yeah, we'd love for you to join Acme. Like, I was so happy. I was just like, they really want me on the team. Yay.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then it worked out. And then a couple months later, HH was like, you're in. And I was like, oh my gosh, I cried a little bit at my induction ceremony because I had no idea what was going on. And they were like, you're HH now. And I was like, oh, yay. It was really exciting. Both events.
I've gone to a couple of those ceremonies. They're fun. I wish I could attend more, but I'm busy. That's gonna be my excuse.
Yeah, word up.
That's gonna be my excuse to my kids. Like, Dad, you're not in my games. I'm busy. I'm sorry. I'm doing these Dash League matches and these podcasts.
Well, I was a lot less busy last year, that's for sure. When everybody walked out, and that's when all this stuff was going on. I had a lot of time on my hands. So, I wish I could attend more of the inductions. But it's really amazing and awesome to see how big our clan is getting.
No, it is. I always make the same story that I know I'm not I'm not HH quality, but I snuck in when they were just letting kind of anybody in. And then after a while, they're like, "Yo, we gotta shut the door. We gotta lock it because somebody got in that wasn't supposed to be here." Because I think somebody from a different clan just walked in, and then they kind of locked it down.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Well, I would say that you definitely qualify because like HH not only values like skill in the game, but they value quality of the person, like the character of who that person is.
Oh, you're right.
So I think that was. That alone right there was, I think, one of the biggest reasons why, I wanted to join that clan. Because I don't know if you knew me when I first started playing, but I started playing Hyper Dash with a bunch of my friends in real life. And it was like 7 of us that started.
So jealous.
Yeah, it was 7 of us that started all together. We all had VR headsets, and we started under the clan name Rice. And so... like those first few months of playing the game.
Wait. We gotta go back to that. Why rice?
Rice.
Was it beans? Was beans taken?
I mean, okay, because all of us are Asian, some type of Asian.
Okay.
And when it was like the clan name, we didn't know what that was. Like we were just beginners. We just picked up the headset. We're like, what's a clan?
How can you guys? Wait. All right. I'm gonna let it pass. Just go ahead. Keep going.
What?
Well, why?
We were like, go ahead.
Why rice though? If you're Asian, like just cause...
Asian, ASIAN, Asian. So like Filipino, like I'm Filipino. A couple of the other guys were Filipino, and then we had Vietnamese, and like almost every Asian culture eats rice. Like we all have rice cookers.
Okay.
So
that makes complete sense now. I like it. All right, go ahead. I love it.
So, I remember we jumped on one day and we're like, what should our clan be? And I was like, hey, we're all Asian. Let's go ahead and put Rice. Like, and so we just played under Rice. And we didn't know what clans really were. Like, we had no idea that HH existed or 9V or like all the other clans. We were just like, oh, this is just kind of for whatever, just to put something up there. But once I got into the game, and once we got into the game, like I was so loyal to Rice. Like I was like, I'm never gonna join another clan, like even though I really admired HH, like I was like, damn, I wish I could play like an HH member. Damn, the HH people are so nice. Like I always loved that clan. And then I was like, if I ever stop playing under Rice, like HH would be the only clan for me. And what ended up happening out of the 7 of us that were playing, only 2 of us continued, and that was me and Matrix, who's like on my team. And I was like, damn, Rice pretty much fell off. Like we don't exist no more, And that's when I was just like, well, it's time for me to pledge HH, and that's how I ended up going for HH.
And Matrix is always throwing me off with his name whenever I'm casting the matches. Cause I'm always like, I don't know what that is. I feel like if I read that, I'll have a stroke in I'll have an error code.
I know, he always says that too. He's just like, man, people have such a hard time with my name. Like they just don't see the R. And I'm like,
Nope.
I get it.
No.
I end up most of the time in game,
No.
to be honest, I end up calling him Matt. I'm like, Matt, let's go. Let's whatever. I don't even say the full thing, but I get it. It does look confusing. It was his way of being creative, I guess. But people have a hard time with it for sure.
For sure. But that's cool. So your other friends completely fell off. The other 4 or the other, I guess 5, completely fell off, and it's just you and Matrix playing Hyperdash. Or do they still play Hyperdash, just not in a league?
No. So like everybody pretty much fell off for the most part, and then P Bear recently came back. That's my husband. He's on Acme with me now. But that's like the newest development. So that was like as of like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. So he's back in the game. So it's just the 3 of us now, out of the 7 none of us that started.
And you said P Bear, like as in polar bear?
Yeah, as in panda bear. Yeah,
panda bear.
Mhm. Remember, Asian.
Hey. It's one of those things that you can say. I can't. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, I'm just joking. But that's awesome. And like I said, I love hearing these stories. I like talking about this and hearing, like, I know it. I just like hearing it because I like hearing that friends are sharing it with each other live and talking to one another. And like I can't imagine what it would be like if all my homies were into Hyperdash instead of other games or other consoles. They think VR is too nerdy or too expensive or too much, and I'm like no, it's not. Try it. And the people I do get to try it, they do get converted, and I've only had one person buy it.
Man, VR freaking like was a lifesaver, because when you think like everybody was locked down, and all these friends that I'm talking about, my original Rice clan, we don't live in the same cities. Like me and my husband obviously live in the same house, but like everybody else, it was somewhere else in different states, and a lot of us hadn't seen each other in like years in real life. So it was always like when we jumped into VR, it was like you got to hang out with your homies, and then you're playing a game together. It just kept your social life alive during pandemic. I can't recommend VR enough, even if you're not into like first person shooters or what have you. If you want to go sit and play poker or play blackjack or like do Demio or like some kind of board game or something, it just, it really, like I said, I can't recommend VR enough. So if y'all out there listening to this, if you don't have a VR headset yet,
get on it.
Give it a shot.
And now that
get on it.
Now that it's you're getting the full 128 for the same price, that's awesome. So like at least you'll get into it right away. I tell people you don't need a computer, you need my wife has tried it a few times. And she's okay, but she can't do Hyperdash. It's too much for her. It's like too much going on. So
motion, yeah.
That's awesome that you can play with your husband. Like I would definitely be like, yo, we play for the dishes. we play for laundry.
Oh my gosh, I'd be freaking doing the dishes all the time. He's so good. So like, I don't know. He won't play for like months. He'll just pick up the headset and beat me. I don't know how he does it. It's so annoying.
Some people have that talent.
It's so annoying.
I have homies like that would just, because I used to have a video game podcast, and they would come in here and demolish in any game we picked. Any game. It got annoying. Like even like some of them were nail biters, but he mostly won most of them. Shout out to you, Tusk.
I don't know how they do it. Well, I'm lucky he's on the team, So that's all I gotta say about that.
So did you say you picked up the game when it got released on Oculus Store? Or were you a side quest?
Side
quest. Yeah. Okay.
I started playing the game in June of 2020. First week of June 2020 is when I first started playing.
Nice.
And it was side quest. That was when the maps were still like their names were colors: blue, orange, yellow.
There's a petition right now to bring those back, to bring back that option.
That would be cool. I mean, I think that'd be cool. You know what I really want them to bring is like a couple more maps for deathmatch. That'd be dope.
Okay.
Like we've had the same map for deathmatch since the alpha days, and it'd be nice to just have some new deathmatch maps.
Deathmatch maps. Deathmatch maps. Deathmatch maps.
There you go.
Deathmatch. It's so dumb. I'm the worst with that. I mumble all the time, or unless I'm yelling. People are like, "Why are you yelling?" Because I have to. People want to bring back the different maps, the old school maps. I don't mind them. They should give us the option. Why not? Or let them pay for them. Give them like a premium. You could do it, but not in legal force. I want some new maps. I would take a new payload. I would take a new DOM map. I've been with them for a while, so I've seen a lot of their maps throughout the.
Yeah, I remember when they were grids. Like they were just grids, like in colors. That's about it. So
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that there's people who've created some pretty dope maps back in the days. They were like submitting ideas. I don't know if they just because they stopped submitting those ideas all of a sudden. So I wonder if they just picked those people to work for them or what. But there were some fun ideas.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the fact that it's a VR game, there's just so many possibilities to making it fun and dynamic and immersive. So I'm curious to see. I'm looking forward to seeing like what future maps they come up with or how they change things up on the maps that we have. Because I feel like from the alpha back in June to what the maps look like now are crazy, especially when you look at like Capture the Flag, which I don't personally like playing that map, but like just the aesthetics of it is really beautiful. Like I was impressed for sure. So I'm curious to see where they go from here.
BXNATIVE is going 0 and 59 on coast because she's just watching the sunset.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with BX? She's just here for the scenery, man.
Yeah.
I hate when she's on our team here. Imagine,
dude.
Imagine if the background was active and it actually sunset. How many people would be dying, like just watching the sunset?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I mean, I'm gonna be honest though. If I'm in a server and Capture the Flag is chosen, I bounce or Quarry. Goodbye. I'm gonna see you later. God, because Capture the Flag, man, it reminds me a lot of Ball, and I actually did not care for Ball either. It was just it just was too slow. I don't know what it is. It just took too long to win the game. There's just too much map to traverse, and like I really like the fast-paced movements. Like for example, like my favorite map to play is Deathmatch because you have to move fast. And there isn't a lot of area to travel.
No.
So like Capture the Flag and Ball, it was just like, man, you like walking for days to get to the other side and try to find somebody to kill or whatever. So
well, first of all, you're doing it wrong. You're not supposed to walk. You're supposed to dash or grind.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
There's a lot of land to cover, but I like it because you have to play it like in a kind of like it's not a normal hyper dash map because it's like a Counter-Strike match. I call it because you have to have tactic and skill and going more as a team, and have different areas because you could do the map. I've seen people do it pretty fast. The reason I like Ball is because once you learn the speed route, it was over. Mm-hmm. Those dudes would just grab the dashes and grab the ball and come back, and it was like, shout out to you, Dark Ghost, but I mean, once you know the speed route, it was over. That map was done, so they took it out because they're like, we don't know what else to do. I really like Corey. That's dope, and they added the tunnel, which makes it a lot faster. But I don't mind long maps. Mm-hmm. It just means you have to have more skill. I can't do the rig because of all the water everywhere. That just makes me makes my hands sweat. I can't do it. I'm paranoid, and I don't like the strip mall. Basically both of the team eliminations, I really don't.
The which one? The strip mall?
Yeah, the strip mall. I call it the strip mall. I don't know what they call it.
The pit. The pit?
Yeah, the pit. There you go.
Oh, okay.
I call it the event.
I like the elimination maps when they came out. Like I thought that was cool. It feels like a team deathmatch for sure.
I don't know. I'm just weird. For a long time, I hated Waterway, but they turned me around. I think it was USPS that turned me around on it, talking about how beautiful the map was and everything, talking about scenery. And I was like, oh,
it really is.
It's a really beautiful map.
Like, if you know what, it's so funny because like just like I think I want to say like 1 or 2 months ago, I realized there were waterfalls in the background of that map. I had no idea. I'm so busy trying to capture buttons, like
Oh
I never
yeah.
even noticed that there were waterfalls back there. So yeah, it really is a beautiful map for sure.
I bet you the developers love hearing that. Like, yo, we spent a lot of time on that background. Sorry, man.
Gosh,
The game's very intense.
yeah, seriously, seriously.
What kind of map would you hope to see? Like, if you could build your own map, you said I know what you hope they bring out, but what would you build?
If I could build a map, well, dang, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that creative. I'm gonna be honest. At least not when it comes to like imagining a video game. I mean, like, I'm kind of old, so like the fact that I'm playing a VR game is like something that I probably would have dreamed about as a kid, like a hovering skateboard or something. It's like, oh, you're inside of a video game. Like that's something you think that's gonna happen, like way down in the future, and here we are playing VR. So like this is already blowing my mind as it is. Um, so to try to imagine like what kind of map I would write up, I really don't know. I couldn't tell you.
That's cool. But yeah, for a while when I got the game, I was tripping out. I would try to dash in real life because like even grinding, I kind of had to get used to it because you're like, yeah, the motion, everything's pretty intense.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started playing the game, when I got like really addicted, like I was playing hours upon hours, like 4 o'clock in the morning. There was a time where when you're kind of like right in the middle of like being asleep and being awake, and I imagined that I was like trying to like walk out of my room, and I was trying to dash out, and I could not dash out. I was like, "What's wrong with my dash? Why isn't it working?" But it was just like it was because I was playing so much freaking Hyper Dash that my brain was just like, you should be dashing everywhere in my house.
Yeah,
It was crazy. I
it's
was
not
like, all right,
crazy. It's not crazy.
I was like, I might need to take a break from the game.
No, never do.
Never happened.
Never
It
do
never
it.
happened.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but I think a lot of people have that dash feeling, like dasher syndrome, right when they get started in the game, like more intense. Because yeah, it's a feeling. I've played those other
Hmm.
games too, where you're like grappling around, and I really don't like those because the no floor below me, that abyss feeling, it makes me feel real sick.
Oh, yeah. Well, before I found Hyperdash, I was playing Echo. I started playing Echo for not that long, maybe like a few weeks or something. And that was like a weird sensation to try to get used to because you're just like floating and, everything you have to like move and think in 360 degrees. So that was a strange sensation for sure. And that game actually gave me some motion sickness. I know a lot of people struggle with motion sickness on Hyperdash, and I usually get motion sickness pretty easily, but I'm lucky that in Hyperdash I haven't had that problem.
That's cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
I love it when my friend didn't get to do it, but I love it when people try it out and they're like, yo, I got sick, and then they keep playing it, they stay with it, and they finally break out of it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've had a couple people like come and try the game once or twice, like my brothers. One of my brothers is like a serious gamer, but he plays League of Legends, those type
Okay.
of games.
Okay.
And I went home for Christmas and I brought like another headset with me, and I had him jump in, and like within like 10 minutes he turned pale. He's like, I don't feel good. I was like, okay, I think you need to take a break. Like he got motion sick real quick. So I was like, I don't understand because I usually get motion sickness like very easily. Like I can't take cruises, I can't like I'll get sick, but this game, like I have never had a problem, not since day one.
It's
Thank goodness.
yeah. No, yeah. From day one, like I felt, like I said, I felt a little weird, but I got used to it after a while. But I made sure it forced myself to get used to it. And I thought just like your story that you took an extra headset with you, because when the Quest 2 came out, I had my Quest 1 and I took it with me to a trip for my wife's
Hmm.
birthday, and her friend's husband tried it out and was sick the first day. But he kept seeing me play, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta get back in there," and he kept at it. And that's one of the guys I was talking about in that example. He got back in the game, and I still don't know to this day if he got it or not, because I keep hitting him up on Instagram. He won't hit me back, but I'm hoping he got the game eventually.
Oh.
Yeah.
He ghosted
I'm,
you.
I'm
He's
a
like
little weird, so
ignoring you.
yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping he got the game and just ignore me. But I'm a little weird. I'm not mad at him. Like I wouldn't want to DM me either.
Well, maybe he's like playing the game secretly. He's trying to get good, and then he's gonna challenge you at some point.
Yeah, that was one of the things that was frustrating him. Was like I kept telling him like in the game, trying to give him pointers, and he was like he kept, I don't know. I don't want to put him down. So whatever. Let's move on. So what other games do you play
Okay.
besides VR games? Like do you play console games or PC games or anything like that?
I am so not a gamer. Dude, I was born in the 70s. I'm an old person. And the last game that I was really into was Half-Life, and that was like in the year 2001 or something like that.
Yep.
And at that time, I was studying IT. And so a bunch of my classmates and the instructors used to, because, in IT classrooms, it's all computers. And so we used to sit in there and just basically have LAN parties and play Half-Life. And the mode that we played in Half-Life was like what we would, the equivalent of deathmatch for Hyperdash. And I was addicted. Oh my gosh. I remember I loved Half-Life so much. And it did give me motion sickness. Like I remember like my palms would get sweaty and cold and I'd be all shaky and nauseous, but I wouldn't stop playing. Like I'd be playing for hours. And that was the last game I was really into until I started playing Hyperdash. Before I started playing Hyperdash, we played like Poker Stars VR. We played some Rec Room, and board games. But I've tried. I bought a PlayStation 3 when they came out, and I tried to get into it, but it was just like I get motion sickness. There's just too much. Like I have to look around too much, and it would just give me a headache. So I just never got into console games. I can play the old school, what they call scrolling games, or old school Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, I can play that, but I haven't in a long time.
Yeah. No, I'm with it. I still play those old ass games. Every chance I get, I just pull out my phone or something. What are you doing? Playing Mario Brothers again? Yeah, playing Mario Brothers again.
One of these days, I've always wanted to play Super Mario Kart. I still haven't played it. Like it's so popular. People talk about it all the time, or I've heard about it, and I still haven't played that game. So hopefully, one of these days soon, I'll play Super Mario Kart.
I should send you one of those I make these little devices out of Raspberry Zeros called Tendos, and they have like all these emulators and crap on there. I'll see if I can send you one. But
okay, cool.
Yeah, I love video games. I still play them. I love toys. I still play with those. I tell people all the time, like, it's gonna be an issue if I ever have a kid, because I'm definitely taking their toys.
Well, you'll be the fun dad.
But that's the thing is they can't play with my toys, and I'm taking theirs if I like it. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Figure your mom bought you that. Your mom didn't buy you that. So.
Well, dang, Dre.
Yeah. See, I'm
your
very
poor
simple.
kid.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so what's mine is mine. That's
okay, that explains a lot.
But I love video games of all walks and of all kinds and everything, and yeah, once I got into Hyperdash, though, I was playing all these VR games. I think Ciredo, whatever that Cyber Ninja game was, I was into that one right before I got into Hyperdash, and I was playing that one a lot. And then Hyperdash came along, and I basically continue to buy games, but I don't play them. I just buy them because they're on sale, and then I leave them there, and then I keep playing Hyperdash because it's so easy to get into, so smooth, so fast, and fun. Like, you have so many modes that you jump into, and I like that you could die and come back right away. You don't have to wait forever or find them in a lobby or something. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm guilty of the same thing. I have a bunch of games on my headset. I only play Hyperdash. I will occasionally play Beat Saber, but it's been a long time.
Beat Saber is fun.
Beat Saber is super fun. I really like Beat Saber. I have the other one, Synth Riders. I have that one as well. I don't like it as much. I don't know. Something about the slicing, I think, is why I like Beat Saber. I feel like I'm freaking one of them Jedis.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, when I look at my headset, it's basically like, oh, that's my Hyperdash console. That's my Hyperdash machine. It's not anything else. I don't do anything else on it.
Yep, I'm the same. I'm the same. And then you say your headset was hooked up, huh? Like hooked up nice. You got the
Yeah, so I have the DAS, the DA or DAS. I don't know how to pronounce it.
yeah
DAS.
the deluxe audio system from
Yeah,
Vive.
yeah, and I love it. It's great. And then I have some AMVR grips on my controllers. Um, and that's my setup. And then I have a battery pack Velcro to the back of my headset. So like I could play on my headset for at least 4 hours, if not longer.
And how does the Velcro work? Because right now I'm using a pop socket and a holder that I super glued on there. It works pretty good. It works pretty well. But I'm wondering if I should just shell out money for one of those battery holders they have on Amazon.
Oh, well, so my battery pack is like a slim rectangular shaped battery pack, and then I have two Velcro straps that just wrap around two ends of it and keep it strapped to the back of the headset. And then I just have a magnetic cord that plugs in and charges the headset while I'm playing. I can send you a picture of it. It's hard to describe.
Hey,
but it works.
If somebody was smart, they would make a slim, because I think I know what you're talking about when you say slim. And if they made a slim battery pack that kind of curved a little bit, that means they can make a lot of money off of that. And all it requires is curving the freaking casing a little bit,
Yep. Dang. Yeah. There you go, Dre.
I'm just an idea guy. I'm not the business guy. I have no idea of business.
You gotta get on Alibaba and talk to some manufacturers in China. I'm sure they'll still try to make that for you. And then you can get it. What's it called? What's that word called? Outsourced, yes, but patented. Then you can get it patented, and then you'll be making money.
I'll talk to my lawyer.
There you go. All the VR users out there be like, I want that curved battery that Dre made.
Said nobody ever. we'll put somebody else's name on it. I think it'll sell better. But that is a good idea. I wonder if there's a bunch of VR batteries out there that are pretty expensive. If you want to check out some VR batteries, go to equipvr.io and check out all the VR accessories that they have, options you have available.
Well, there you go.
Took a while to get that out. You stopped paying me for those ads a long time ago. I'm just doing it for the fun now.
Okay. Oh man.
That's cool. That's cool. You play video games throughout the years. I mean, obviously I love consoles. I love arcades. I love VR. I love anything video game. Like even the ones that were on calculators. I mean, I love them all. And anything.
Calculators.
Yeah, you remember when we had the Texas Instruments? You put a video game on there. You used to be able to play Tetris or whatever.
Oh well, yeah, Tetris. Yeah. I had the little Game Boy. Remember the Game Boys?
Oh yeah, I had the old school Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP.
Wasn't it amazing? Like when Game Boy got color, that was like what? It was such a big deal.
It was weird. It was like, wait a minute, so this game was in color the whole time? No, it wasn't. That was weird too with television when they found out like it was in color the whole time. What the heck? You had to work to get it black and white.
Oh my gosh, you remember when the first flat screen TVs came out? Like they were still boxes, but just the front part, the screen was flat.
Yeah.
And those freaking TVs, I had one. They were so heavy. You remember how heavy those TVs were?
Yes, because I collected a lot of them when they started throwing them out. I was like, hey, these are good to me. That could be a video game. That could be a video game. Like I would literally watch TV while playing video games, and it was just good. Like if you look at my studio now, I have at least. I'm not kidding you when I say at least 15 monitors, maybe more if I count.
Wow.
It's nuts in here. This is nuts in here. Yeah, I mean you see a few right there on the screen, it's nuts.
I see why you got that fan like right on you, because it must be hot up in your studio.
One back here, there's one on my legs, there's a big one over there, there's one up there, there's one on the computer, there's one on that computer. There's literally 6 computers here. It's bad. I have an issue. I'm a hoarder, I think, at this point. I claim it's the studio, but I think I'm a hoarder. I think I'm a legit hoarder at this point.
It's possible. What does your wife say? You should ask her, because I'm sure she'll tell you the truth.
I don't want to ask her. Don't tell her I said that. scared of her. I would not have any of this without my wife. Literally, like I owe it all to her.
Aww, that's so sweet.
It's true. It's sweet. Okay, it's true. Like I ain't gonna try to mess around. Like, yeah, she helps out a lot, and she allows me to have this craziness studio. So I appreciate her a lot. I mean, it's cool when you have a spouse that lets you, do your thing, lets you be who you are.
100%. Yeah. How long have you guys been married?
10 years this year. We had our anniversary 10 years in June. That was
June. June what?
June 17th.
Okay. Happy Annie.
Yeah.
10 years, man. Wow. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I'm pretty sure it wasn't easy for her, so I try to stay in the studio as long as I can. That's why I'm able to do Dash League a lot, because I try to stay away from her. The less time she gets with her, the better.
You're like, the marriage works because I spend a lot of time away from her.
Yeah. Because no, if she needs me, I'll do whatever she tells me to do. But
you just try to stay out of her hair. Gotcha.
That doesn't work. I'm still in her hair. I'm a pain in the ass. You don't understand, BX. Lat knows I'm a pain in the ass. He knows.
I'm sure your wife does too. 10 years in, she got to know by now.
Yeah. No, she knows. Oh, she's fun. She's on the podcast. Her nickname is Lady Boo. She does the Super Audio Sisters show with me, and I have her and now my friend's ex-girlfriend and another friend, but it used to be my friend's girls and my girl. my friends ended up breaking up with those girls, and I still kept bringing them in because I was like, well, that's fucked up. You guys are the Super Audio Sisters. I'm not gonna break you guys up. But yeah, they do shows, and they're fun. They get the jokes. She's like me, but more serious and respectable, and makes more money and better than me.
Your better half, as they say, right?
Yeah, but like a lot better half. Like.
So does she play Hyperdash or VR anymore?
She tried it a couple of times, but she can't do it. It's the motion's too much for her, and I understand.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I really wanted to give her my old headset and get her into it, but she can't do it. She can't. So I'm jealous of all the couples out there that can play with each other, that can hang out with each other. Any friends that can hang out all the time. Because I had one friend who bought it, but he's really busy now. He went back to work, and he can't play as much, so we don't get into it. And he can't do Hyperdash either because of the motion sickness. Shout out to you, Eddie. I'm putting you on blast. Eddie Nags, he can't do it because the motion's too much. He's still trying though. He's told me the other day, like, yo, I played it for a few more minutes, and I was like, yeah, man, keep trying. You'll get used to it after a while.
Tell him to put a fan on in front of him. They say that having a fan on you while you're playing VR helps with the motion sickness.
Oh, damn, that's dope. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna tell him to try that.
Yeah, because it tricks your mind into thinking you're in motion because the air is moving past you. So it kind of helps decrease the motion sickness. And then if he wants to take meds, you could do Dramamine. That's for motion sickness. That's what people take to get on cruises and stuff like that.
Yeah, I bought some of that stuff because I went on a cruise, but on a boat ride, and I got nervous that I was gonna need it.
Did you end up needing it?
Well, I took it as a precaution, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, but because I get scared, I get I told you the abyss feeling when I'm in the abyss. Like if I'm in a no floor zone and I'm just like falling, like I don't like that feeling.
You don't freak out. Can you swim or no? Do you know how to swim?
Yeah, I can swim. I can swim real well.
Okay.
But it's just being stuck in the water and there being no land to look at, or I don't know. Like I don't like being on a boat because there's no land to look at.
I got you.
I'm scared, girl. I'm telling you.
Nothing to hang on to. I get it. You don't want to end up like the Titanic, like Jack.
Yeah.
And Rose.
It's probably for Rose. I'm pretty sure there's a psychologist being like, really, Drake? Tell me more. I'm like, no. Damn, BX, the time flew by. I hate that we went off on a tangent at the end, that we just talked about my crap and my stuff. But
it's all good, man.
But thank you for being here. Thank you for talking with me. It's awesome. You did I know we covered a lot of that in the Ladies of Amazon episode, but maybe people are not going to watch that episode. Maybe they're going to watch this one and not that one. So I wanted to cover just you on this one. So thank you for coming on here and doing all that. And good luck in Dash League. I'm gonna be honest, it's a tough field, But just hang in there, everybody. All teams, not just your team, but every team, hang in there. It's not about coming on top, because we might have something special for each tier. Who knows? And even that, it's just about playing the game, man. It's just about being in the game, having your name on the website, and being part of the show, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and having a good time. I gotta say, I play better when I'm having fun. So, that's really like, and that's one thing I can say about my team. Like, we have such a good vibe. Like, we like each other, we like hanging out, we laugh, and it makes it worth it, like, to play.
That's when you have that kind of, like I said, I know the TBDI guys are like that, because I scrimmed with them one time, and they were literally like so much fun to scrim with, because it was like having a pub match. I didn't even feel like I was scrimming seriously. And when you can have fun like that still during a match, dang, I think you have something up on other people, because I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna call out teams, but not every team is playing like that. Some teams are just playing for the win, and when they don't win, it wasn't fun, and that sucks.
That does suck, for sure. It is a game, after all. We got to remember.
I keep saying it. Hey, BXNATIVE, thank you so much. Any shout outs, any shout outs you want to give out, any thank yous to anybody?
Well, of course, thank you to you for having me on. I know we've been trying to make this happen for a few months. So I appreciate you having me on. And shout out to my team, Acme. Shout out to my clan, HH. Shout out to my ladies, the Amazons. And, y'all, I'll see y'all in game.
See y'all in game. And that sounds like a threat. I'm scared. I don't know if you know what Jesus and Mero is, but I watch Jesus and Mero. I know about, that area over there. I'm scared.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I understand what you're trying to say.
All right. Shout outs to the board for all the crap that they deal with and everything they do. Shout outs to Triangle Factory for bringing this community together. I mean, I wouldn't meet all these awesome people if it wasn't for your awesome game. And I only downloaded Discord because of you guys, so thank you for that. I guess that's kind of not fun anymore. But thanks to everybody who subscribed. Thumbs up if you like it. Thumbs down. I want to hear your opinion. Shout outs to my clan HH, the best clan out there. Shout outs to my staff. I couldn't do it without you guys. You make me look good, so thank you to you guys. And shout outs to Worthen, Ditz, Wildcats, Ichigo, and Quad. Because of you guys, we could give away stuff, lanyards and magnets and stickers and stuff. Shout outs to you guys. And one more thing I want to bring up with, again, just in case you don't watch the matches, we have this contest going on. I forgot to add it on the last but I'll add it on this description. There's a link in the description for this contest. Val, Hyperdash, and Dashley are getting together, and Triangle Factory, Dashley, and Val are getting together and creating this contest. And there's 13 ways to enter. These 13 ways, there's a link in the description. On this one, there will be, and you can win a Quest 2, a brand new Quest 2. I asked them to confirm it's one Quest 2. I made them confirm that too. It's one Quest 2, brand new, sealed in the box. Deadline's October 17th. Check it out. Please enter, please. It's a Quest 2. Why wouldn't you want to enter? You don't have to pay nothing, and you get a free Quest 2 if you win. There you go. All right, that's it. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much, BXNATIVE, for doing this.
Thanks for having me, man.
All right.
Peace.
Peace. Dashley.